How's it going, everyone? Waffles here with the first ever episode of Pokemits. I was going through a bunch of stuff I have, and I think it just kind of deserves its own little segment. 'Cause I was thinking about it, I've got lots of me and little bro playing card games and stuff like that, and I want to do some like package openings and unboxing and stuff like that, and all the games and coming out news and stuff like that. I figured there's enough content there to make my own little segment for it. Just with the games alone, I could do Nuzlocks and team builds and stuff like that. That's going to take up a whole lot of its own stuff anyways. So I figured we'll just kind of put it together and make a little channel out of it. So this first one, I'm going to talk about what everyone's talking about right now. Release Pokemon Sword Shield. Looking pretty good. So I've only seen the trailer. I don't have any like super insider information. But the new region, the Galar region, Galar, I don't know, GALAR region. Supposed to be based UK, and I think that's actually a really cool idea. So they've had the original Pokemon was based Japan, and then they had Black and White, which was based in America. And then, X and Y, I think, not the best game, but I think they did the best they could with the region, and, being 3DS, they actually had a lot more they could do with it, so I think it actually worked out really good. Because the other ones, they were based in those places, but, they could only do so much with what they had. But when they got to the 3DS, it's like, okay, France, they got like a French countryside, a Paris-looking city, and it actually looked like it, and they could actually set it up and make it look that way. And then they went back with Ultra Sun, no, Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, and it went back, but they actually could show more like when you're in the mountains and stuff like that. Like they could show some real mountains and stuff. So now with this even newer going to the Switch, they showed like real countryside, like real mountains. When you're in the city, it's not just like a single level with like a single plane. I guess it seems like there's more actual geography to it, and it looks really cool. And they got a lot of the aesthetics of like an older European feel to it. So I'm really pumped about that. And so the most recent game to come out was Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and they did a lot on the Switch graphics wise. I think they did a really good job with it. And the game overall, and I'm going to do a little playthrough of it soon, was not bad. You had to do the catching mechanic, get to flick the controller and stuff like that, and basically it was a remake of Gen 1, but you had to catch Pokemon versus battling them, and like that's the only real big difference. Besides like the graphics, and they added a bunch of cool like Easter eggs and stuff that I really enjoyed. I thought I was going to hate it a lot, but it was not that bad. It was the only real big difference for a Pokemon game, anyways, was instead of battling Pokemon, you just had to catch them, and that's how your party gained experience and stuff like that. So I was not super disappointed in it. It became a little tedious, but overall not bad at all. And like I said, I'll do a playthrough and I'll just kind of get more into it. But then before that was Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and they had lots of good ideas. So Sun and Moon, they got rid of all the HMs. They just gave you riding Pokemon, and I thought that was a cool idea. But then you had to call them, and then you put on this ridiculous riding gear just to ride them, and it looked kind of ridiculous. I know, like a kids' game, so you got to wear the appropriate, safety equipment since kids are impressionable, apparently. But I think it was way over the top from what they needed. Like I think if they would have came in and you would have thrown a helmet on or something like that, it would have been okay. But no, like they geared you up, and it looked ridiculous, especially for like, well, you're gonna ride a Stoutland, so you're going kind of slow, and it's more effort, I think, than was what it was worth. And they also did a big change. They went to more of a story-driven game, to where there was lots of cutscenes. So when I played through it once, I was like, okay, this is actually not bad. I was kind of worried about it because the no HM things and the Pokemon. I was like, okay, they have to come up with something. I wasn't like super thrilled, except for the region specific Pokemon. I thought that was cool. That's something I was saying from the very when I got into Pokemon. I was like, does a Grimer gonna look the same all around the world? And like they changed it up and made that look cool. So I was super excited about that. And then, but some of the newer ones they added, I think, were just, I think they're trying to be too much Hawaii, But, I'm not going to love every Pokemon that comes out. But, overall, like, I had a fun time playing it. And then I got Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And then I started going through the same stuff. And then it's like, wow, there's a lot of cutscenes, a lot of speech for a Pokemon game. Like, I'm used to just being free roam, run out there, battle, catch, and keep going and have, some, like a story. But there was a lot of story for a Pokemon. Like, there was a hour-long tutorial just, like, before you could even really start playing. Like, it's good for a beginner game, it really is. If it's like your very first Pokemon game, I think that's actually better than Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because like they hold your hand through the whole beginning part. So I really hope they cut that out. And it's supposed to be a core game, so I don't expect to be like the whole, like maybe the catching mechanic will be the same as Let's Go, but I hope I really don't see them doing the whole you have to catch them instead of battle them. So, like, I'm super stoked about that. So it's like, if we can get a mix between Let's Go and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and kind of mix it together, and sprinkle in originality. And when I say originality, I don't mean, like, new stuff. I mean, let's kick it back to what the old games were. Because I was really hoping for, like, a Gen 4 remake. But, hopefully, fingers crossed for next year. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I think there's a lot of potential to be a really good game. Like I said, the last couple so the Ultra Sun Moon, I'm only depressed with because the replayability. It was a fun playthrough, but then I just couldn't do it again. Let's Go Pikachu, same thing. It was super fun, but like the replayability is not there. So I think if they can keep that in, because I was going back like X and Y, you didn't really need 8 gems. Black and White, you didn't really need a gem, so that they found a way around it, and with the riding Pokemon and stuff, I think it was just a little over the top. But so I think if they can incorporate all these really good ideas that they weren't the best implemented in the last couple of games, I think we're gonna have a really awesome game. And I'm kind of a Pokemon sympathizer, so some of the bad stuff I'm not super super hard on. Joke. Anyways, so Pokemits, what else I'm going to do with this is, like I said, I'm going to do unboxings and pack openings and stuff like that, because I think that, I don't know, I'm a nerd. I love the card games. So I actually came across something today. So it's a build and battle box for Pokemon. Ooh, super shiny. So it's that right there. And I've no idea. It says it's a 23 card evolution pack, including one of 4 unique foil promo cards, 4 Sun and Moon booster packs, TCG Sun and Moon Celestial Storm booster packs, and a code for the online game, which I actually do. I actually dig the online. So let's see if I can get this opened up. Oh, I gotta go grab a knife. I was super prepared for this. Ugh. Alright, and through the use of editing magic, that actually took me a whole lot longer than I thought. But you guys only saw I was gone for 2 seconds. Yay, magic. I said, I have no idea what's in these, but been super curious about super curious about this. I've actually been getting into, the actual playing of the game. I remember being a little kid, everyone collected, but no one really knew how to play. And a lot of people didn't even really care. So it was just, never really learned until actually fairly recently. Alright, what do we got here? Okay. Weird. I don't want to break this, but it doesn't open. Okay, haha. It's got a weird sleeve. Why not? Okay, top part opens here. Alright. What do we got? We got 4 booster packs. Ooh. Celesteela. Wow, that's a pretty neat one. Alright. Now let's look at this content thing real quick, because we got to throw it in. Building tips. Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. So they give you a little how-to build. So I guess what this is supposed to be is you're supposed to actually just be able to, build your own little deck out of this. Build and battle. Makes sense. Alright, so what do we got here? So Got our little online code. Don't want to show you guys that and steal my crap before I have a chance to put it in. Alright, so this... Okay, cool. So this is all like steel type. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty neat. Let me just grab these ones. So, it gives you like a decent little starter. So, Beldum. And it gives me 3 Beldum. Then he evolves to Metang. And these are actually some pretty cool little graphics. And then 2 Metacross. So it gives you, like, this is actually what you would want to put together if you're going to be building a, well, you know, Metacross build. So that's pretty cool. What else we got in here? Okay, so we got a timer ball. Flip 2 coins for each head. Search your decks for an evolution Pokemon. Reveal it. Put it into the hand. So that's cool. So this is basically everything except for energies that you need for a little deck build. That's pretty cool. And it cost me $20 at GameStop, so that's actually really not bad. That you get the 4 packs, because that's like $16 right there. And then you get, you know, a little starter deck. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so we got this one right here, Gulpin. And of course, you know, Swalot. So that's cool. Oh shit, my finger's in the way. Little sausage fingers. That's pretty neat. I really like this. Because it gives you, well, yeah, enough to play if you have energy cards, which I've got hundreds by now. Skitty, Delkity, stuff like that. And then a foil. So you got a nice little one. Got an Ultra Beast. You didn't see it before. So I'm just trying to keep the glare off of it. And then it gives you 4 packs. So that way, you know, like, you have a starter, but then you can also add to it. So I'm going to keep this short because I'm already getting kind of long here. So we're going to open up this one. Let's see if we got anything cool that we could add to this. Looks like we got Steel, Regular, and Psychic. Oh, got a Trico. Oh, cool. So this is something that doesn't happen often to me, but I think that's pretty neat. We've got 2 Trico, but they're different art. And different. So we got one that's a 50 HP. Oop, I'm trying to get it out the glare. And we got one that's 70 HP. So that's pretty cool. So that doesn't happen often. And of course, we got our code. We got a Whismur, so that's decent to add for, you know, colorless. Ooh, got a reverse nose leaf. And I dropped an energy card. What did I drop? Ooh, Medicham. Oh, man. Anything cool? Oh, we got a Beast Ball. Look at your face down prize cards. You may reveal an Ultra Beast card that you find there. Put it into your hand. Put this Beast Ball in its place. Oh, that's cool. So, you get, like most Pokeballs, you know, don't let you search your prize card, but that one goes to it. We got Switch, Medicham, Lucia. Ooh, Prism Star Pokemon. Set your deck for up to 2 Prism Star Pokemon cards. And a Voltorb and a Slugma. So, you know, just your basic set. But that's kind of cool. Like, I like this little box set idea that they put together. So they give you, you know, okay, like here's something, you know, here's a build. You can play this build. But, you know, here's some cards or some packs so you can add to it. So, you know, like I said, if I wanted to add the Trico or the Whismur or something like that, you know, then it's a decent build. You know, you don't have to buy like 30 decks, you know, or not 30 decks, like 30 packs, and then try to, you know, make something out of it. They give you something to, you know, build off of. So that's really neat. I'm actually really excited about that. I might have to go get another one, the team build, or the team up build and battle. And, you know, you got a little deck box. So, doesn't give you everything you need, but it gives you a really cool starting point, and it gives you building tips. So you can be a Pokemon master. So yeah, that's it for this one, and I'll do kind of some of those unpacking videos, I guess. Show you some of these cool cards, because I think a lot of these, like I said, even the play aspect aside, I like the illustrations on them. I think they're really cool. It's kind of the mystery of opening up, because I've actually found some pretty decent cards, like rare wise. I think those are always kind of fun to look through, and hopefully you guys like that too. I don't know. I like Pokemon. I like sharing Pokemon. So, all right, that's gonna be it for this one. First ever Pokemits. Definitely not gonna be the last. So remember, guys, have fun out there.